All right, so I got a little project here today to set up a bike carrier. I think it's a Versahaul one bike carrier. So I'm just gonna go through this real quick. I'm kind of actually in a hurry, so I'm gonna do a quick unboxing here and kind of show you guys what this looks like. So it comes in this box, and if we look right here, it says Versahaul box 101, and that's what it looks like over there. It's a model VH55 single motorcycle carrier. And if you look in the box here, we got a couple of separate boxes. We got that and some model number here, wheel stop kit box. And then there's another box right here, which is the tie down kit. Those are those little things with the loops, I bet, little D-rings where you can plug that into, or where you put the straps into it. The scissors don't or come with it. And then in here, you've got the hitch system here that's going to go through and reinstall all four bolts. Okay, so that's just attached here, so I'll have to take that out. No instructions in here really, so and it's real heavy because this is complete steel. It's not the one with the gaps in it or anything like that, so just 100% steel on this, so it should be pretty sturdy. It's heavy. I'm not sure exactly how much it weighs, and this is the price right here, $608 for this, and I just bought it at my local motorcycle shop. So the second box is this, and you can see that's where I bought it from, is G-Force Motorsports. But this is the second box, and one VH55 RK inside, and it's basically just the ramp that goes with that. So I'm gonna open that up and see what that looks like and see if we can't get this set up. All right, so I got this out now, and that's just the ramp. Came with a little manual here and some instructions of how to get that set up. Doesn't look too complicated, so this is what it's supposed to look like when it's done. All right, so we'll get this party started. Here's the back side of the manual here. Pliers, a wrench, just common tools, and we should be able to get it up and running. All right, these are just 9/16. You're supposed to remove these and toss the bracket, but then just put those bolts back in there again. So I'm just cheating here with my tool here because they're pretty loose. They're pretty long, so it's just easier to remove them with the tool instead of trying to do them with just a wrench, which I'd started doing over here. So now that those are out, throw this out. Okay, so we're on the other side now, and I'm going to put these bolts back in here. I'm kind of sitting on it right now, otherwise it just kind of topples over because the hitch, this shaft here sticks out so much, so makes it a little uneven. So I'm sitting on it to stabilize it. Doesn't this side up. Okay, so we're gonna have to flip this because I actually have it the other way around. So let's just take that out, flip it. Okay. Now we can't see that label, it's now underneath, but this is upside down, so we're not supposed to be able to see that. All right. The diagram or the instructions don't really say anything about this hole or how far you're supposed to slide this, but I'm thinking a pin is going to have to go in here, so I just kind of let it out a little bit so that that hole is not inside and this piece here is not flush with this. So Just let it out a little bit more here. That way I know that a pin can go in there and I can secure it without any troubles there. I know there's going to be this ramp double tab bracket that's supposed to stop it from rattling, but I believe that goes towards the end, so nothing else really goes on this side. So that should be enough right there. I wish they would tell you exactly how much space to leave there, but they don't really. So I'm going to leave about half an inch or so right here and see what happens. Maybe I'll have to adjust it later, but it doesn't seem like a big deal right now. That should be good there. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. Kind of interesting that that is the system that you're going to use to secure this, but whatever. So it's on now, and then the next thing is going to be to add the arms that go on the edges. So I'm just going to grab those. Okay, that extends. So it just extends out like that. So this should come all the way out. So it actually separates into two pieces. You see this just kind of slides out of there, so slide it out. This here is going to have to go in this side. Like so, so it faces the back, and we're upside down right now. Hopefully that's not too confusing because we're upside down, but that's gonna go in like that. All right. Okay. And then we'll repeat the same thing on the other side here. Okay, so that's that. And then we'll need some kind of fastener of some sort. And a bit that's going to be in this box. All right, so this box has another sheet of instructions here. Looks like the same thing we have, but this has got the noise reducer stuff, or the tightening kit here. Heavy duty anti-tilt lock bracket, whatever that means. And this is your little things here that are going to stop it from going all the way through. All right, so we've got this linchpin, and that's just going to go in this hole right there. Once that's aligned like so, and that just goes inside that hole. All right, so that's in place. Put the other one on the other side. All right, settles that. And then in here we'll have, this is the bracket for the ramp. All right, I went ahead and moved into the garage here out of the sun, but this is gonna be the wheel stop, and there's two positions that it can go into. That's one position right here, and that's the second one. And it just kind of clips into place like so. So you can put it there, or you can put it there. So I'm just gonna put mine back here, and there's a screw. It's a should be the only bolt that looks like that because this is threaded in here. So the screw just goes in there. And just tightens down. All right, so I went ahead and moved it onto the RV here, and the next step is to install this little bracket, and it just hooks in before you actually put it onto the RV itself. You slide this on, and the way that's going to work is the ramp, which is that, sits on top of it, and the ramp has these holes in it right there, and that silver part slides into that, and that's how, let's see, like so, and that's how you keep that in place. There's another tab on this side, and that sits on there like that. So I believe this tab is going to have to go on here like this, and this is the back right there, so it's going to go on there like that, and this hole, oops, and it will actually go into this hole like so. So we'll unscrew these bolts so we can slide this tie down system out like so. And then we'll put this on there like that. All right, so I've slid this on there, and then this will just sit in there like that, and that's what locks it into place. It's not a very good system. I mean, it does what it's supposed to, but I'd like to see this secured a little bit better, like some kind of anti-rattle here. I feel like this is gonna make a whole bunch of noise, just metal to metal contact right there. So I may have to put some bushings or something like that in there, but that's how that goes in. And, yep, set that up. All right, so I got this installed now, and then there's this catch that just goes in there, and I just put that through this hole, opened it up, and that looks okay. There's also 4 bolts, which are these right here, and what is this, like an 11 millimeter. So I'm just kind of snugging them, not too tight, but that should stop that from moving around. And if you come on the other side, same kind of bolts. Again, just kind of snug them on there. It'd be nice if there was some kind of system in here that they're actually screwing into, but they just kind of go right up against this metal here. So I'm sure sooner or later they're going to start rusting through, but for right now, that's on there. That's tight. And then this bracket also has the same kind of bolts underneath here, so just gonna snug those as well. All right, so I got that snugged up. I don't think that's gonna go anywhere. And then the only thing remaining here is this here, and this is to stop it from rattling. So I'm gonna put that on there and just kind of tighten that up. All right, so I got this on now, and that's kind of how it goes. I'll have to redo these bolts here, kind of move them a little bit closer, but that's how that goes. And if you look, well, you can't see it now, but there's actually a sign, a little note at the top of this that says this side toward the hitch, or that arrow should be pointing towards the vehicle hitch. So that's on there now, and it is actually pretty solid now. It really doesn't move around at all. So that's what that kind of looks like now. And I'm gonna rush and go pick this motorcycle up.